Today on Northwest Realty Advisor, we're going to talk about what happens when you make an offer on a home and the appraiser who is hired by your lender says the market value of the home is not as high as the offer you made. In this competitive market, how do you deal with that? Hi, I'm BobWoolverton. I'm with Pure Real Estate in Bellevue, Washington. If you're here on this YouTube channel, you're already aware of one thing that sets me apart from other real estate agents. Because on this channel, I have over 150 videos to help you understand some of the critical aspects you should know about before buying or selling a home. Who else does that? Nobody. If you cruise around my YouTube channel, you'll find topics like dual agency, escalator clauses, why rentbacks are a bad idea, and how to calculate if your real estate purchase is a good investment or not. By watching these videos, you'll be able to decide if I have the knowledge, skills, and ability to serve you before you ever even talk with me. My hope is that by watching these videos, you'll get to know, like, and trust me before you ever even pick up your phone to call me or send me an email. And if you have a real estate question that's not already answered on this channel, please put your question in the comments below and I'll make a video to answer your question. Now, when we come back after this upcoming 8-second break, we're going to talk about how you can make your offer even stronger in the case of a low appraisal. So stick around. As you already know, the real estate market in the greater Seattle area is very hot right now, and sellers are getting multiple offers on their homes in nearly every single case. These bidding wars are driving up the cost of homes. So to be competitive, you may have to offer more, and sometimes a lot more, than the seller's asking price. Last month, March of 2021, the average sales price for a previously owned single-family home in King County was $850,000. However, the average percentage of sales price to the original list price was 109%. So on average, previously owned single-family homes in King County were selling for 9% above the asking price. And that's just the average. So on that average $850,000 home, you may need to offer an additional $76,500, making your total offer $926,500 on that average $850,000 home. Now let's look at one scenario. Let's assume that you're pre-approved with your lender for a mortgage up to $850,000 with a 5% down payment. That means the lender is willing to loan to you 95% of a home valued at $850,000 if you make a 5% down payment, which is $42,500. So the lender is expecting you to bring $42,500 to the closing table, and they will finance a loan of $807,500. So you find this average home in the market priced at $850,000, but you also know that to be competitive, you may have to make a higher offer. And based on the averages we talked about, you may need to offer the $926,500 that we mentioned earlier, which is the 9% average above list price. Now the seller has a very good agent representing them, and they are very confident the true market value of their home based on comparables is the same as their asking price, $850,000. So in your offer, you also presented a pre-approval letter from your lender saying you were pre-approved for a loan of $850,000 with a 5% down payment. But wait, you're offering to buy the home for $926,500. So now the seller's looking at your offer and wondering where you're going to get the additional money to buy the home. Well, that's where a Form 22AD comes in, the increased down payment for low appraisal addendum to the purchase and sale agreement. Without this form, your purchase and sales agreement basically says that if the appraisal on the home is less than the purchase price, the buyer and seller will negotiate how to handle the difference, and either party can terminate the transaction. Well, in today's market, the seller wants certainty that you're going to go through with the purchase. You provide that certainty with this form, the 22AD. And right here in section 1A, you would write in $42,500, which tells the sellers if the appraisal is low, I'm willing to make up the difference up to a maximum of $42,500 extra to ensure the sale goes through. Now, if the appraisal comes in at $850,000, you've already guaranteed the seller you will kick in an additional $42,500, so the seller receives the full value of your offered price of $926,500. Now let's look at the scenario a little differently. Let's assume you're pre-approved with your lender for $950,000 with a 5% down payment. So you're already pre-approved for way more money than your offered price of $926,500. But remember, you're pre-approved for a home that has a market value of $950,000 at a 95% loan-to-value ratio. So if you make an offer on this $850,000 home at the price of $926,500 and the home only appraises for $850,000, your lender is only going to lend you 95% of $850,000 because the appraised value of the home is the lender's security should you default on the loan. And just because you think the value of the home is $926,500 or you believe that you have to pay that much to be able to be the successful bidder on the home, your lender is only going to be bound to the appraised value, not the value you assign to the home. So, if you want to make your offer more competitive, make sure you attach a Form 22AD, the increased down payment addendum, to show to your seller you are willing to pay extra cash if the home doesn't appraise for a value equal to your offered price. That's assuming you have the cash to make that happen. Now, just in the last month, I'm aware of 2 homes that were listed for $795,000. One was in King County and one was in Pierce County, and each home sold for $950,000. In both cases, that's $155,000 over the asking price, which is 19.5% over the asking price, way higher than that 9% average we were talking about earlier. And keep in mind, according to the National Association of Realtors, 25% of all home purchases across the country are all cash purchases. So be prepared in this competitive market, and if you have the cash necessary, be sure to attach a Form 22AD to make your offer more competitive just in case of a low appraisal. Well, that music means we're out of time for today. I hope you found some value in today's video. If you did, please click that like button. That'll tell Google's algorithm to suggest this video to more people so they can benefit from the information on this channel. And remember, if you have a real estate question that I haven't already answered on this YouTube channel, please put your question in the comments below and I'll make a video to answer your question. If you'd like to contact me, you can find my email address and my telephone number in the description below and at the end of this video. Call me or email me. I would love to hear from you, and I'd love to represent you in your next real estate transaction. I'm Bob Woolverton. I'm with Pure Real Estate in Bellevue, Washington. Here on YouTube, I'm known as your Northwest Realty Advisor. What sets me apart from other real estate agents is on display right here on this channel. I share with you important topics you need to know in order to be an informed real estate consumer. Oh, and if you're interviewing real estate agents right now to represent you, watch my videos titled, "Are You Smarter Than a Real Estate Agent?" and use those questions in those videos as your interview questions. The good agents, oh, they'll know the answers, but there will be so many more agents that won't know the answers. But you will, because you watched my videos. And every Tuesday morning at 7 a.m., I post new videos about buying, selling, or investing in real estate, as well as some home tours and listing videos. I'll look forward to seeing you next week.